everyone, and welcome to another episode. And it's Friday for us on the east side of, are we on the west side of the world? Anyways, I think we're on the west side of the world. Anyways, for us on this side, it is Friday. So today's video, it's going to be, we're just gonna have a conversation. I was trying to look for a topic to talk about this morning, and I was like, you know what? Why not be authentic? Why not be real? Why not talk about things that are important to me and things that are actually me, I guess. So back in the days, I used to record people, like mostly Haitian women, because the reason why I started doing these recording is because I was in a point of my life where I feel like I didn't really have any, okay, I wouldn't say I didn't have anything to look up. It was just like I was looking for mentors. I was looking for people who have accomplished, who are working in their professions, who are working in their, like, who are owning their art. And I just wondered how did they make it? How are they dealing with life? Because at that time of my life, I was so defeated. I was like, okay, so how do people keep on, like, how do you keep on moving? So I came up with this idea to just like, I messaged some woman, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna interview them. I'm gonna have a list of questions for them, and we're just gonna talk about these questions to kind of like have a feel of how they're doing in life, what keeps them going, that kind of stuff. So, and I usually have a journal where I write all these questions. It's basically questions that I want people to answer for myself, and then I was like, oh, it'll be interesting if I record people and share it. But so now it's gonna be me behind the camera where I will be answering these questions that once upon a time I asked a group of people. So today we're only gonna answer 3 questions because I have a list of questions. And the first question I remember I asked someone, it was, what has been one of your biggest challenges and how did you overcame it? My biggest challenge is literally believing in myself. Like, other people will tell you, oh my god, Ludi's so smart, Ludi's this, Ludi that, and when you're like, Ludi, who are you? I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't know. I'm always in that position where I'm like, I feel like I'm not pushing myself up as I should, but other people see it in me, and I just want to see what other people see. That has been one of my biggest challenge, to be able to lift myself up, my own self. It's good that other people are seeing it. It's good that people believe in me. Like my mother, like when I would call her any idea that I would have, and I'll call her in Haiti and I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do, her answer would always be like, okay, what's next? And when I tell my friends stuff and they're like, oh, amazing. And then even when I talk to different people who own business and I'm like, oh, this is my idea, they're like, oh, great, like what's next? And me, I'm like, to my own self, I'm always like, can I even do it? Is this even possible? Like, is it gonna lead me anywhere? Like, what? So this has been one of my biggest challenges, really believing in myself, and how did I overcome it? And anything, even in my professional career, like going to PA school and doing all these things, I always had this thing in the back of my mind. It's like, just do it. Just do it scared. Even though a lot of things I haven't been doing it scared, but certain things I'm just like, I have no choice. Like, it's either I go forward or I don't go at all. And I feel like I don't want to live a life with regrets, so therefore I must push forward and like do what I gotta do. And it's not something that's easy. It's something I actually have to tell myself every day. It's something, that's why I always have to meditate. That's why I always have to affirm. And if that happens during a month where I actually don't practice these things that actually help me to lift myself up, sometime I could just like be in kind of like confused, like, oh my god, what am I doing? But in order for me to overcome that, I'm still working on that. It's pushing myself, affirming myself, and meditating, understanding why is it important for me to actually live in the present, to live in the now, because this is how I learn to elevate me. So that was long. And the second question, let's see. What is your formula to keep focused? Ooh. Okay, actually it's not like my formula to keep focus is actually my family. By my family, I mean first me and my parents in Haiti and other people that I support, that like I have no choice but to support, kind of. And they keep me focused, and I'm like, I could be going to the shambles, like things could just crash down for me, but it can't at the same time because there's other people who are depending on you. So I need to focus. Anything that I want to accomplish in life, I need to focus, because the higher I reach for, the better I am. I'm in a better position to help others. So that's kind of why, like, that's my main reason to focus. That's my, what's the question? That's my formula to keep focused. Okay, third question, last question, so let's see. What is one important lesson from an experience that did not go as planned or as expected? One experience that did not go as planned or as expected was actually becoming a pharmacist. So ever since I was in high school in Haiti, chemistry has always been my thing. I love chemistry. I feel like it was easy for me to grasp the concept, and it was something interesting to me. It's just like a way for you to understand things that are around you. What are they made of? What are the components of things and stuff? So I always thought that was interesting. And when I came here, I majored in pharmaceutical science, like chemistry, pharmaceutical science, like that was my thing. So I was like, okay, then I'm gonna go to pharmacy school because I love chemistry, I love pharmacology, I love all things related to that. Then this is where I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna be. And I volunteer at a pharmacy, and I did everything that I was supposed to do to actually go to pharmacy school. And then things in my life, situation like immigration status, monetary loan, and things like that, these things kind of turn me into a different, like basically reroute me to something completely different. So that's one thing in my life that didn't go as expected. So all my prerequisites for pharmacy school and everything that I did for pharmacy school was able to help me to shift to PA school, which is amazing. I am so grateful to work as a PA. I'm so grateful to be able to go through that path, because I actually graduated from school with no loan, but that's for another day. But anyways, the question, what is the important lesson from that? The important lesson from that for me is in life, you have to aim high, because if you aim high, when you fall, you don't fall low, you fall high. So in anything that I'm doing in life, anything that I want to go forward in life, I have to see myself as like the top of the top in terms of like where I want to go, because if that happens, I'm not that up there type of, I'm not high as I thought I would be. At least I'll still be high, not this high, but this other high. So that's my lesson. Like when you aim high, when you fall, you don't fall low. You still fall high. So I hope this video wasn't too long. These were the 3 questions that I actually asked someone. They answered it, and this is me answering it years later. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Remember, always stay truly you. Until next time.